So what else is in your book?
Well, you want to hear some more, do you?
He's gonna open his box up pretty soon. And
Yeah,
get some
I'm
money out of
thinking
you
about it.
We'll put it.
This is old.
Come out to see us in Philly, and we can bring you right on downtown where they do everybody's got a box out there, and they're all doing their stuff.
Is there a lot of that?
Oh yeah.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
I
You
ain't
go
used
to a
to
ball game, and they're on the street right there as everybody's walking to the game.
Really?
Playing, yep. Guys playing
Everything.
trumpets and everything.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be darned. Yeah. Well, maybe I will.
But I mean, I don't know how much money they make.
Have you played for Mrs. Olson over at her house?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A few months before Ron died, I brought it down there,
Yeah.
and they danced even.
Oh.
He walked over and he couldn't hardly breathe when he got there. And you know, he's right across the street.
Yep.
And he sat down and he couldn't even talk. So
Yeah,
I said,
short of
I'll
breath.
get you some water. So he got water and I played, I don't remember what song it was, but it must have been one he really liked because he got it and danced with Esther. And
Oh, cute.
yeah. I told her I was coming here and she said to say hello. I just left there, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. That's good. You tell her hello.
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see her once in a while, but, you know, unless it's at church, a funeral, or,
Right.
you know, something.
That seems to be where you see people. I don't like doing that, but that's where I see most people, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
You go to a funeral.
Yeah, oh yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. Yeah, she just fell and fractured her
Mm.
ankle.
Oh, she fractured her ankle? They got a cast on her or no?
No, it was too heavy for her to walk with.
Okay.
And now she's walking without a cane, nothing. She's back to
Good.
normal. Yeah.
Good.
It's only been 2 or 3 weeks.
What?
So,
Wow.
And how old is she?
100.
Yeah.
100?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good. But she's going to quit driving, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, you
I didn't
well,
even
there's
know
enough
she
people.
grew.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when you're home or something you need,
Right.
yeah, she can walk and get around okay.
Yeah.
But I don't think she can see real good, can she? Her depth
Yeah,
perception.
depth perception.
Yep.
But she always, the past couple times she's driven now, she's clipped the mirror on the side of the garage.
Yep.
And every corner of that car has a dent in it. Just throughout the years, you know.
Sure.
A big white streak along the side from the garage. So she's got man-made pinstriping in her.
Homemade pinstripe.
Yeah, that's all right though. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
My wife's grandmother, she quit driving at 99.
Okay.
And her friend was in her 80s, and she said, I wouldn't trust her driving, so I'm driving. I said, she's 99.
Yeah, if what's the name was still alive, you boys used to go over there after school.
Oh, John Berger?
John Berger. I bet he'd
Oh, he would love this.
he'd love to hear you do that.
Yeah. He liked
Teacher
folk music.
Berger?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time there. And even when Ruth moved to Duluth after he died, I'd go down and stay with her. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yep.
John was a hoot. Oh. He was something else.
He had
Yeah.
a dry humor
wasn't
too.
that
Yeah,
way in
oh,
class.
yeah.
He
wasn't
they
nice.
sucked right in, and you thought, boy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he liked that. I'd hand it back to him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot. He loved polka music and she hated it.
Yeah, I know it. That's when he loved it.
Brother.
So, yeah, they were good people. Really
Oh,
good people.
yes.
We'd go down there and have coffee and
Sure.
she'd make us little piggy sandwiches. It was a peanut butter sandwich with a piggy cutout, you know.
Uh-huh.
We didn't eat the crust, so. Oh.
That's good.
Was
Yeah.
he on my paper route too?
A lot of memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Oh, John was on the paper route?
Yeah.
Oh, he was on your paper route.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, he didn't deliver.
No,
No,
I was
no,
thinking,
no,
gee
no.
whiz, he did everything.
No.
Oh.
Oh, just the paper.
Yeah.
So what's the next page?
There's a tear in my beer,
Oh, yeah?
'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You never heard that song?
I think I did,
Yeah,
but
that-
I don't know.
There's a tear in my beer. How would you know?
I wouldn't.
It's a
I
liquid.
wouldn't. I'm gonna play now.
Good.
Very good.
Wow.
That's such a low song. I don't know why it's so darn low. It don't sound good that way, but maybe it's
Yeah,
easier
it
to
does
play.
sound good. Why? Just raise it up an octave.
I wouldn't know how to do that, but I could with my buttons. See that? There I go.
Yeah.
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 So
That song was a lot of the one way.
Yeah,
You couldn't go back and forth.
right. I had to keep getting more
Keep the
air.
Push,
Right.
yeah. Here.
Oh,
Who came
geez.
up with this box and buttons and all that?
There's no rhyme or reason to it. You know, you'd think you'd have A, B, C.
Yeah, there's no. That's the hard part.
It was some drunk German, I think. I really do.
Most Germans are. We're halfway there.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason whatsoever.
No, I know. And I think I remember a 3 and a 1 on the same thing, and in was one sound on each. And because see, Dad's was about again and a half as big. His was, you know, so there was all this whole side full of notes, and I don't know why I didn't study it. I just looked at the notes, you know, with the 1-3, 2, you know.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
it
Terry
didn't
play-
make any sense.
Didn't Terry play?
No.
She
I
tried.
thought she did.
No, nobody got
She
it.
tried.
Okay.
But my dad just picked it up and did it, just like you.
Well, yeah, but he plays the piano the same way he played it.
Yeah.
You could listen to somebody play the piano and turn around and play it again.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
My dad played with Lawrence Welk way back in the CCC camp days. Welk was just starting, and he had this little group of guys, and they played at the CCC camp, and the pianist got sick, so they asked if somebody could play. So Dad got to play for
I'll be
who knows?
darned.
He couldn't even remember how many songs he played, you know, but he played by ear, so it was
That's
okay.
pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was long before he was famous.
Well,
or
didn't he ask him to play in it? And Grandpa said, no, I'm going to be a highway engineer.
Well, yeah, but he did it anyway. And,
Oh.
yeah.
I played at Portorama days when the piano.
You did? I
Well,
think
on
you
the
told me.
Wanigan float. I ain't kidding you.
Yeah, as a player.
Carl, the governor of Minnesota, we're right behind the Minnesota float, and of course the Queen is on, and Carl Rovog was governor at that time. And he looked pretty much like an ape, you know, and with his face and that kind of stuff. Anyway, he gets off of that big boat, climbs down the ladder, and he comes over on our
Taylor's
Wanigan.
Falls.
That's a regular float, you know. That's a cook shack for the loggers during the logging days.
Okay.
And we had a replica of it, just exactly like it. But we had a player piano in there. You put the reels in.
You
and
never
I
told
was,
me that part of the story. You said he just played the piano.
Yeah. But you know what? This guy, he had, he was quite a guy anyway. Anyway, he got on there. Carlson said, Clarence Carlson was a blacksmith, and he was dressed like a logger. And then we had another guy from Minnesota Power that worked at the power plant down there at St. Croix Falls, and he was dressed that way, and he had a beard, and his name was Longnecker, see? And he got on, they got him up on there and come in there, and he sat down right alongside of me, and he didn't know, and I was pumping away and following all the keys. He says, you know what? I gotta invite you to the rotunda to play there.
Yeah, right.
And that story went on. And her mother, my mother-in-law, you know, she ribbed my father-in-law so bad that I got invited by a governor to play at the rotunda. And Carlson
Because my
spread
dad
that.
was the pianist and he was the.
Yeah, here, Carlson, he spread that all over Taylor's Falls, you know. And he said there that during that first week, and he said, Clarence, he'd see me, you know, and I was working there. I was in the station right there, and everybody would come in and say, "How are you going to get that piano up there?" And Delbert Longnecker, he was up to everything, and Miles, and they said, "We'll plank her all the way to the top. And then we'll use a winch and winch it up there." And Carlson said, "I'll run the winch." He said, "If Robin plays," he said, "we got to get it." It was all in fun.
Sure.
Oh,
Well, the governor just did not know that it was a player piano.
no, he did not. That's it. I'm not kidding. There were reels for old-time music in there.
Sure.
Oh, it just echoed in that building. You know, there was only about 6 by 10 inside, and then the railing all the way around, and the front deck and the back deck.
Okay.
And it was like a floating barge. See.
Oh,
That's what it was.
They still have it. They still go to the.
It's all the loggers who sent logs down the river.
They call it the Wanigan days.
I'll be darned.
'Cause
yeah.
It was called a Wanigan, yeah.
And now the two towns are together with it. Oh, they did before we left there. They went to, but we used to have a big parade, over 100 floats, bands, all from all over.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was only about 29, 28, 27 years old like that. But I worked help line up the parade, and every year we had assistant parade chairman. I said, I won't take that. Finally, I just said, after 5 years, somebody else has got to do this, because there's a lot of work with it.
Oh, yeah.
People send letters in, and then you had to put them in place, and school bands.
Right.
And then we had everything. Shriners were in there. There was clowns in there, and horse-drawn stuff, and along with all the different, over 100 floats people come from. Way over at Ladysmith, Printer to Green Bay.
Oh.
Yeah, and then down by Eau Claire, and then the cities,
Oh. Wow.
all around the cities.
I never even been to Taylor's Falls.
Oh, yeah, they had,
Where's it by?
You get off at,
Go down to North Branch.
yeah,
and go down 95, and it'll come right into Taylor's Falls. 95 runs
If
right.
you think
It's
it's
about,
beautiful around here, it's the same down there.
Or
only
if you're
it's
coming up-
cliffs and a river.
Oh, okay.
if you're coming up the city, from the cities on 35, you get off at Forest Lake and take 8 and just keep on it. It'll take you right down into it.
it's
Okay.
about 18 miles from Forest Lake to Taylor's
Oh,
Falls. Yeah.
okay.
But you're going pretty much straight east, and then the bridge, when you cross, get into Wisconsin, that goes all the way across you got to go north
Anyway, it's,
and turn there, but instead of going to Milwaukee, you go left. Turn left, and it takes you into Green Bay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
but
But you can get to Taylor's Falls easier.
Yeah,
Come
that's-
down out of Superior on 35. That's shorter that way. It's about 110 miles. And you go the other way, it's about 119 and get off at North Branch and then come across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been down that way very much.
Oh,
I've
yeah, I
explained
know,
why I
it's
ain't there.
yeah. No, Taylor's Falls has just as much beauty of a river as we do up here with the big lake.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Are you
They
sure?
got
Uh-huh. I
They
grew
got
up
them-
there.
Except it's
two
not
great
an ocean down there, it's a river.
River,
See, this
yeah.
is an ocean.
This is an ocean. There you go.
oh, they got them big paddle boats, show boats.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and they're canoeing, and they got that. You can still take them for a ride. That's on the lower side of the power plant, and that's
Wow.
right down through the
Big
crevices, and then the tight. And they got interstate park on both sides.
Has it become kind of a touristy town
Oh, it
now?
always
Oh
was.
yeah,
always was.
campgrounds galore
Yeah,
down there.
local people never left their houses in the summer
Okay.
because the town was just loaded with cars.
It's like Grand Marais, you get overrun, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grand Marais is completely overrun. Used to be all loggers up
Oh
there.
yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
right.
like the New Jersey coast in the summertime.
Really?
His grandpa.
All the little towns that are on the coast just get swamped in the summertime.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near there. I like it here.
Yeah, it's nice.
His
here.
grandpa's got the log cabin that the Olson brothers that built. It's log, and that, and you have the kerosene lamps and
they hauled them in from
pitcher pump in there, and
which lake was that they hauled? They hauled them in by horse.
yeah, what lake did
I can't remember.
Pat told me too.
Yeah.
But he's right there when it makes the bend.
Well, the river comes right up
Right.
to wash. You could put your feet in
Pretty
it.
near right up from the cabin deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can,
Oh yeah, in the high water, you bet, boy. We put the new roof on there for
So
them.
you just
Yeah.
throw your fishing rod right in the river when you're sitting on the deck, huh?
you just about could. You know, it's pretty darn close.
Yeah,
You could never build that close ever.
not now.
No,
Not
they
in
wouldn't
wildest
give it to you.
dreams.
Yeah, they wouldn't give you a building
Uh-uh.
permit.
And the outhouse that we've got is closer yet to the river.
And that's a real.
That's a
no-no.
real no-no. And that, I don't think they grandfather those in. You're not supposed to have it, but
Yeah,
we've got it. And what the heck?
yeah,
No,
yeah. And we put that sauna in. Do they use that sauna a little bit or not?
Not as much as we used to.
You used to use a lot.
Grandpa,
Oh boy.
that was heaven.
Oh yeah, yeah. You better believe it.
We'd take the four-wheeler up there, and he couldn't walk up there, so we'd hop on the four-wheeler and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
go up and take a sauna. Now nobody really uses the sauna. They just use it to shower.
Yeah. Just clean up. Yeah.
And I don't shower when I'm up there. You know what the
No.
heck? You're 3 days.
Yeah.
You're up at the cabin.
Well, yeah. Can't take time out for
Hey,
that.
no.
There's too many
We
activities.
got 2 showers and or 3 showers in
Mosquitoes
one
won't bother you
building.
after about 3 days.
What's that?
Mosquitoes don't bother you after about 3
There
days.
you go. That's just it.
Mhm.
So you stay up there 5. You're doing pretty good for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's nice up there. I've been there.
Yeah, it is a nice spot. We used to have all them 4th of July gatherings up there. Oh,
Yeah.
have a big dead cow and oh,
Yeah.
that was so much fun.
Big dead cow.
Yeah.
I love that description.
Yeah, we cooked dead cow up there. And when we'd have chicken uptown, that was always fried seagull.
No.
Yeah, Grandpa would call and say, well,
Local talk, Abigail.
Well, it's like people look at me crazy when I say I want my eggs fully dead.
fully
Yeah.
dead?
Fully dead. Eggs fully dead. It means that they're not runny.
Oh, you don't like your legs?
No,
Oh,
that's
really?
nasty. They gotta be fully dead.
Ish.
Fully dead.
Ish.
Nothing. You
Nothing
always
better than
know what
dunk.
Gavin's thinking.
Yeah, I don't hold back. No, good, bad, or indifferent. Take it for what you will.
Right, yeah.
You betcha.
So in your high
You know what
school-
your dad did to me?
No.
Dad.
Well, it was before Thanksgiving. You know, it was. They'd come in down there, and there's something we had to do for them, or at the shop, you know. And your grandpa would be sitting there. And I said, "Boy, I hope that lutefisk gets here pretty quick," you know.
Ish.
And your dad or your dad went up to the Zup store, and I come home, and he had a package in there, and he
No.
told her to put in the refrigerator for me to eat.
No. He came to the house, it was wrapped in brown
Yeah.
paper, and he says, "This is Clarence's Christmas present, refrigerate it but hide it until Christmas." And I said, "Well, is it gonna get old?" You know, because it was a week or 2 before, I didn't know what was in it. And they said, "Oh no, lutefisk lasts forever." I put it in the fridge and never told him about
Well,
it.
it's so cotton picking potent, that lasts all year long.
You know,
Ish.
we cooked it. You know, you can put it on
I did it.
on a broiler pan. And sprinkle
Oh,
a
that's
little
okay.
a paprika on it. That's what. But your mom, she cooked. I ate it right at their house there.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's a long time ago.
Well, she's a Swede, you know.
Yeah, I know she is. Yeah, and the way Roy Jacobson had the hardware store, and I joked so much about lutefisk, and finally I come in there, it was after work. We had a job going, and Marv was with me. Yeah, Marv Robinson was one of them. Anyway, Mabel come out the back door or out of the office and hollering at Roy for something. And, "Hey, Mabel," he said, You call Robin's house. He's not coming home for supper. Tell his wife he's coming with me. And that was in the fall of the year there. Was before Thanksgiving. You know, Little Marais. Out to Little Marais, that little schoolhouse. That's where them women out there, all them Fensteads and all them, that's where I got to meet some of them people.
Okay.
They had meatballs and gravy and the other stuff, you know, and pie and potatoes. And then there was lutefisk. So you could, if you didn't like lutefisk, you could have meatballs. And Roy and that, we went there, and Roy said, it's on me. So he said, don't worry about this stuff. And we had lutefisk, and he ate a couple of big pieces of lutefisk.
I'll bet they had a lot left over, that lutefisk.
No, they had, no, I'm not joking.
No?
It was flaky, just like you'd ate cod. The way they done it, and it was delicious. I ain't kidding you. You could have a
It's
cream sauce
horrible.
or melted butter on it, some
No.
onions.
Can't even stand the smell of it.
There is no smell there.
You got nose blind.
It doesn't work.
He burned it up, so you can't smell anything.
Russ Eggy, you know, he was on the school board for many years. He laughed so much and he said, Robin, how'd you like it? I said, very good, delicious. It reminds me, I said, of Grandma back home on the farm.
Oh.
That's the way she'd boil it only for about 2 minutes and watch the second hand. And I mean, it was done.
Okay.
But your fish is only as good as what the condition of the fish to start with.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
That goes for any fish.
Oh, yeah, that's true with any.
Yeah.
And Al Thorngren's wife, she was a good one for making lake trout, and that's the way they did lake trout.
Yeah.
When they built that house out there, where
Right there by Kennedy's there.
yeah, where you go down to Dick's,
Yeah.
and that, and I was out there. We were staining and varnishing, because that's a Wausau home that
Yeah.
they built. Anyway, you're staying for dinner, and she said, we have everything is boiled dinner. And she did that with lake trout. And of course, Al and his dad, they set nets and got a few trout all the time.
Yeah.
And she boiled that, and you pick that, and we don't eat the skin, because I leave the skin on it. And that would slide right off, like the salmon we had the other night. Delicious, soft, not salty or anything. It was just like the Swedes would do it in boiling lutefisk, the same way.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Dick's brother, Al. Of course, you know Al.
Yeah. Oh, I knew Al
Yeah,
really good.
because
Yeah. And well, Dickie too. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But there's only one way in my book to fix lutefisk.
Trash can.
Shut her up.
Trash can.
Huh?
13.
You like fish
Yeah, but your
patties?
dad came
Yeah,
here.
I like
Well, I
fish
could get them by your nose on that.
Yeah, right.
Your
No,
dad-
you wouldn't.
I gotta kid you.
You know, your dad came here one day, and he's got this package, and he says, please hide this, because he didn't want him to know, and tell him it's his Christmas present, and it was lutefisk.
How did it not like stink
It
up
didn't
the
smell,
refrigerator?
no, it was all wrapped and sealed. It was first in plastic and then in the wrapping not Christmas wrap, butcher paper. And I just put it in the fridge. And at Christmas, I said, oh yeah, I've got another one. And I hauled it out, and here was this
Oh.
ugly white fish.
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah. Ugly smelling, looking, tasting,
Yeah.
everything.
Well, your grandpa said he could eat it, but he said that it's not my first.
Isn't there any polkas? Well, the Swedes didn't have polkas, did they?
Oh yeah.
Norwegian,
Oh,
did they?
yeah.
Yeah, they had
Norwegians?
polkas. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
They had
You
good
mean
music
there's
over
none
there.
dedicated to the lutefisk?
No. Who would dedicate anything like that?
I wonder, in that movie Home Alone, there had a polka band, John Candy.
Yeah, John Candy.
What,
Yeah.
what were they playing, do you know?
Oh, darn it, I can't remember. Oh, beer barrel. I think they
Oh,
played.
yeah.
Oh
Were they
yeah,
playing
well, have you got it?
That's in my other book.
Oh.
That should be in this book that I carry over, because that's a popular one.
That's a popular one, yeah. Then the Pennsylvania polka.
I tried finding music for that, but it's quite out of my league.
It's
So-
quite out of your league?
Yeah, I could never play that. Well, maybe when I get good, but
When I-
right now, I just looked at it and I,
Oh, did
A
you?
lot of
Clicked out.
notes.
yeah,
Ins and outs, huh?
yeah. So, but I did, I got, were those the only three you asked, Barbara and Blue Skirt in Pennsylvania?
Maybe.
So 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, that's excellent. Well, I did mention the 12th Street rag,
Yeah, I think you did.
but I just mentioned it. I didn't say play it. Can you play it, 12th Street rag on a concertina?
You probably could, but you'd have to be
Your
wild
fingers
man.
just have to go.
Right, you'd
Yeah.
have to have surgery or something.
Add some
Needed that.
digits.
What's that?
Add some digits to your hand.
Yeah,
so you can play.
if you did. Take a whiff of Ludafist to get you.
You'll be going all right. One way or the other, you'll be going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh, who's calling now?
Oh, Caleb, look at, you just, you need an instrument.
I do, I really do. I can play the piano and organ, so.
That's good though, that's
He
really
does.
good. I always wanted to play the organ, but could never get it. And then when we moved into where we are now, they left us an organ. And what do you think my mother did right
I'll
away?
throw it out.
Oh, get rid of it, that's no good.
Just a hog of space.
Right, and I told her, I
Did
said,
your mom play any instruments at all?
not a thing. She used to play clarinet in high school.
Okay.
And she did play piano years and years and years ago and didn't stick with it.
Yeah,
And she regretted not sticking with it.
yeah,
That's why I took piano lessons, because she wanted me to.
yeah.
And I played, what,
Well,
4
don't
years?
the other boys play anything?
Not a thing.
Oh, so you're privileged. For us.
Pinky's up.
A high zipper.
I'm privileged.
No, it's
Yeah, they
actually
played ball.
talent.
That's what they did. They played ball.
Well, no, not so much
Hockey.
of that either. Hockey
Yeah.
and they did a lot of four-wheeling. I liked the four-wheel too. But they were,
Your uncles, they played
Yeah,
football.
they
and
played
stuff.
all kinds of
Both
baseball,
Mark
football.
and Pat, yeah.
Troy and Brock weren't much for sports. They did in high school. In college, forget about it, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm working. They had 52 or 3 lawns, the two of them that they did. And is that how many you've got?
Yeah,
too?
that's right about the number, yep.
Crap. Have you got help?
Yeah, just a family here.
Okay.
Mainly me.
Well, that's good though.
But ours are a lot bigger than in town. Here,
Lot
we
bigger.
have a 60-inch rider we use.
Holy crap. Mine's 54 inch and I thought
Okay.
that was big.
Well, he's got a walk behind that's 48.
Oh my goodness.
And then I got a commercial 30 to get in the backyards if they're gated.
Okay.
So.
Oh my goodness. Well,
I
good.
started out with the 48 walk behind, and then
With a sulky on.
with it, so I don't have to walk. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you, was it something that you wanted to do or you just
Oh.
figured it was good
Oh,
monies or?
listen.
Oh man! Wow.
He would break when he was little my doll, like little stroller thingies, because he'd push him across the lawn. Like he was mowing, he'd steal them. So I'd come like after him with my doll, come on, I want it. And he'd break the wheels off of him. Yeah.
No, we knew that when just after he stopped crawling,
I'll
he
be
was
darned.
pushing this little toy, with the marbles in
So-
it, the lawnmower.
Yeah,
and
I used to
I
love
haven't
that.
mowed the lawn since he was 6.
I'll be darned.
And the thing is, we showed
I
him-
think that'll just about prove it.
Yeah, that takes care of that.
There's Grandpa, and there's me behind.
I'll be darned.
And there's my
There's your little stroller.
one of my broke strollers.
But we taught him he had to learn how to vacuum.
You can see him on
first.
YouTube.
Because vacuum
Oh.
is, it's
Sure.
the same idea.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta cover everything.
You just can't cut your toes off with a vacuum.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
So you gotta learn that.
Right.
That.
I'll be darned. Well, that's good.
And that picture's taken at the house that we still live at. So
Okay.
Yeah.
the only house I've lived at. So.
Yeah.
And
That's
he's got
good.
an enclosed trailer.
Okay.
14 foot.
That's good. Them are slick,
Mhm,
You
they
keep
are.
everything in it and you don't have to worry about weather.
Weather, never. And if you're out and it starts raining, no big deal.
Right.
He's got the landscaping trailer so he can walk inside it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to bend.
Oh,
Yeah.
So.
lucky.
Stand up.
Well, you worked for it,
Yeah, I did.
You
I
worked
sure
for it.
did. Yeah.
Right.
But I thought, instead of just getting an open trailer, why not wait and bump along for a little bit, couple more years, and just go for the step right up to the enclosed
Why, sure.
instead of working your way up. So
Well, that's good. I had a topper on my pickup, and I kept my push mower and my weed whip in there. And then I got a fifth wheel trailer, so that was the end of my topper. You don't realize how much you like having
like
something
a
enclosed,
topper,
you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you win some, you lose some. You know.
Yeah. Yep. So in high school, did you not have a lot of friends and hung around the older people mostly?
I hung around a lot of older people, but our whole class was together from kindergarten, and so I chum with anybody and everybody. You want to be my friend? Don't be an apple. You just be decent.
Right.
Otherwise, I'll let you know. I all from kindergarten on, I was telling people what to do and where to go and where they could go if they weren't very nice. And we all got along. Our class was like brothers and sisters all the time.
How
There was
many?
30.
Yeah.
So.
Well, these kids were a class of 2.
Homeschool.
Oh, you were homeschooled. Okay.
Very
Wait.
private,
Okay.
one of those. I exclusive.
A really elite private
The
school.
little fingers
Elite
on.
private school.
So.
Hard to
The
get
leading
in.
one.
It's
Very
Hard
top.
to get in.
elite, yeah, hard to get in.
They had their pinkies out.
Well, that's why he could start his own business when he was 13.
Right. Well, that's
Get
pretty
done
darn
with school,
slick.
Work and get up.
Did you have to go all day long every day?
Oh,
Well, when
Monday through
I
Friday?
was 13, 14, I wasn't.
not
It was
working.
in the
He's talking
afternoon.
about schoolwork, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For
There was no
till-
snow days.
No.
No snow. No, I guess not. Gee whiz. I guess
Right.
not.
No snow days.
You don't
no.
think about that kind of
No,
stuff.
we sometimes would get a delay because we'd be out shoveling everyone else's snow.
Oh, sure.
And then come back and then do
Then you
your
gotta do
schoolwork.
schoolwork, yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
did you like homeschool or? was
Oh,
it-
yeah.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I always thought I'd like it, and then I thought, no, I'd be arguing with mom and dad too much. It wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't have worked out.
And it was all textbook, not online or anything.
Good. That's the way to do it.
So,
It was for us too. We were probably the last class that was more textbook based than
Then the
computer.
computer, yeah.
Because when I graduated here last year, they were starting to get more advanced.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're only a freshman in college then?
Yep.
Okay.
Freshman, sophomore, and the next year I'll be a junior, senior.
Oh, is that how you
Two-year
work
course.
it? Okay,
Oh.
I see.
Yeah, but he'd be an electrician.
Yeah. hmm
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully, that's the goal.
Oh, I think you'll.
They might give me the boot if I try to teach the teacher.
Then you're younger than I am.
How old are you then?
I'll be 21 on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. So,
Well, good.
you're 19, gonna be?
Going to be 19 in December.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So time flies. It don't
Mhm.
stop for nobody.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Tell
no.
us about it.
I know.
That's what we were just talking. It's already September 1st this year.
hmm
Time
Where'd that go?
Just, oh,
Yeah.
it don't stop.
And sooner or later, it will be flaky outside.
Yeah, but when you're in grade school, it seems like forever before
Yeah.
summer comes.
Yes, it does. And then summer's here for a minute, and you're
You're
back in
gone,
school.
yeah,
and- So did you have summers off then?
yeah. Mhm.
You did. Okay.
Well, she never liked to have us fully off because then, you forget some. So
Yeah.
we were always doing a little.
Okay.
And
But
then we'd
August 1st.
No, we'd start back when you were younger. We'd start in July because I'd get my birthday off.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was the big thing. I could sleep in then.
Okay. Did your mothers teach you, or did you have somebody else come
Yeah.
in? Okay.
Yep. And we didn't do much of any like co-op or anything like that. It was just all our own.
Okay.
Yeah, but you had a nice classroom upstairs.
Oh yeah, a
You
lot
had-
of windows.
Everything was
yeah.
first class and nice and.
Oh, good.
Yep. And I had to write papers in 9th through 12th, and all of it was landscaping. Had to do something with
Oh, okay.
landscaping, so plants, something like that.
So you want to be a mower the rest of your time until you retire?
Some aspect of that. I like caring for shrubs and
Why, sure.
trees and stuff like that too. So yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Some days I suppose you wish you weren't.
Yeah.
That's every job.
Yeah, that's for darn sure.
I remember when I first started. Oh, I hate the weed whacking.
Oh.
Oh, I absolutely hated it.
Some people don't think about their yards when they plant umpteen
Right,
trees.
right,
and
right.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'd like to get the chainsaw out and just.
Right. Yep.
But you can't do that.
Nope.
Customer's always right.
Oh, you know that
They're
one.
always right until you walk off the property. Then they're not right.
Till you get out of hearing range.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, some
How
of
many cookies did you get?
Oh, none, boy.
We always got a bag of cookies.
Grandma always rubbed it in my face that she gave me cookies every time, and I never got any.
We'd sit out there in the truck. That's
I know.
We'd come here and then we'd have our break after and have cookies.
The bottles of Coke or something would open and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, lots of good memories here, boy.
In the hard
Yeah.
cutting yard with all the junk.
Oh,
No, we
well,
don't-
you got that hill in the back.
I know.
Bad
I don't
news.
know.
That's the only bad part.
Yeah.
Your yard wasn't too bad.
Yeah. But you get into, that's the thing. Our yard ain't that big.
No.
It's, tough. Too much stuff.
But the back hill, that's the killer. And
Yep.
yours isn't bad compared to like Renee Kelly's and up there on Edison.
Oh, yeah.
Those are drop-offs.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
You
Yeah.
better believe
And
it.
they want you to mow that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weed whacking.
Well, you could. Yeah, I suppose you could.
Well, yeah.
They would take you, but they're
It'd take
big
you a
hills.
while, yeah.
They're big, big hills.
Yeah, they're big.
To weed whack that, you'd be there all day.
Well,
Yeah.
when I mowed lawns, there was no weed whacker.
No. Did you go around with a little hand clipper?
Yeah.
Did you really?
And
Yeah.
Mrs. Grable would call me, "Hey, Chris, you missed under the one tree back there. You gotta come back." Literally crawling around on the ground, cutting and trimming. Terrible.
Well, Jim Reynolds taught you guys, treated you guys well. When
You mowed
for him.
Reynolds? We lived in
Yeah.
that house. That was where I grew up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was where you grew up.
Did Cooksey?
Cooksey
Because I mean, like, it's not like you're
Yeah,
ancient
No.
yet.
I
It's
get-
like, yeah, I
He
grew
was
up
better to get
there.
along with, I think. Cooksey was.
spent my childhood years.
There you go.
There you go.
I remember when we painted Cooksey's house because we had to burn the paint off the house.
Oh, we did. Yeah,
Really?
What?
blistered. We took a lot of that stuff.
Oh, torch, man.
You know
Middle
when
of
he had-
summer,
I'll never forget it.
scraping with a torch.
Really?
Sweat.
He called us down there. Marv went with me, and he had a squirrel in the fireplace. And they got a damper on that, but that squirrel was in there just driving them crazy. I don't know if that squirrel just couldn't get up out of there or what, but it made so much racket.